Okay, welcome to part 2 of the laser cutter instructional video. In this part I'm going to demonstrate how to set up the laser cutter itself, and this is before we use the computer that's attached to it to make sure that it's to send any files to actually print. So first step is turning on the machine. The on switch is on the left hand side right there. It usually takes the machine, including the laser, about 5 to 10 minutes to warm up, so we want to do that very first. The next thing is we have a vacuum that is going to be pulling fumes out of this machine and exhausting them outside. So we're going to take the vacuum, kind of carry it outside. It also has an extension cord connected to it that needs to be plugged in. And an on switch on the machine itself. The next step is to turn on a compressor, an air compressor that's at the bottom. When you turn this on, it's actually blowing air through a small nozzle that's very close to the laser cutter itself. Okay. One last thing that should be set up, but that you should check, there's a USB port that's coming off of this, off of the printer, or off the laser cutter that needs to be plugged into this laptop. The last step, second to last step, we need to put some material in here. There was actually already some wood in here, but here we go. The thin plywood. Place it in the bed and up against the top left-hand corner. And then use some tape to tape it down so that it doesn't move. A couple pieces will do. Now the last step is focusing the laser. Depending on the height of the material, you're going to need to raise or lower the bed so that the laser is focused at the very top of the material. So on the left-hand side of the machine, there's a bag that has this metal piece. You place it on these two pins that are next to or very near the laser. Then you're going to close. And there's a couple buttons to press. Here we're going to press the focus button on this panel. It's going to move the laser over kind of the middle of the material. And then just by using this, you're going to raise or lower the bed so that it just barely touches, the material just barely touches that piece of metal. There we go. So that's it. So that's focusing it. At this point, the laser cutter is set up, and our next step, step 3, is going to be on the computer that's attached to this laser cutter.